Look, the media always gets excited about these things. And if you just look over the past couple of years, we had anthrax, we had avian flu, we had MRSA. And for the most part, it's a bit of a media frenzy. This one is also a media frenzy, except there's the possibility this one really could be a pandemic. And at this point, we don't know. We don't know how much it's going to spread. We don't know how severe this is.
There is a lot of confusion about what actually is going on in Mexico because not all of the samples that are actually being tested by laboratories here and in Canada are finding that it's swine flu. Some of the cases are being confirmed as swine flu, some of them aren't. So how big an outbreak is actually occurring in Mexico is not yet known at this point.
If we have a pandemic, it'll run its course within 5-6 months, something like that. Of course, if we truly have a pandemic, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be a plague. But I think, I'm not panicking at this point, that's what's going to happen. But I think we should take some precautions.
This is basically your standard flu symptoms that you look for. You look for fever, coughing, sneezing, body aches, fatigue, chills to go along with the fever. Also, some people are reporting some diarrhea and vomiting.
And people who have those symptoms should seek medical care and should not go to work, should not go to school. It'd be a good idea not to ride on the subway unless you're wearing a mask. Certainly those sorts of things. We should have that level of concern at this point.
The United States today issued a travel advisory saying that you should avoid non-essential travel to Mexico.
You can't get this from eating pork. You can only get, the pig is the animal which has the genetic reassortment. And that's why it's called swine flu. And then this is human-to-human transmission.
Good news is it's treatable. We do have 2 antiviral drugs that can treat it, Tamiflu and Relenza. We do not have a vaccine. The CDC has taken the preliminary step necessary should we decide that we need to brew up a vaccine. They're working on that. If that decision were to be made, it would take time to brew a vaccine, however. And so that's why today, really the recommendation is just use common sense precautions to prevent catching a respiratory virus.